it. Alright, we'll break into these Reese's and we're going to start playing. See what happens.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Right to the air is Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 44, Rodgers and able to find Alan Lazard. And they're able to work this across midfield.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the same look. I'm gonna drop back into coverage this time.
Now they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. At the 38. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either.
There we go. Hell of a sack.
Brian Asamoah working his way in.
Okay, I guess we're going to go back to the basics.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they
touchdown.
What a freaking play call. I got too excited.
47 yards. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Okay, let's go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Okay.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there.
You set me up for where I want.
25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot
there we
right
go.
away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown.
There we freaking go. Thank you for that kick. Please kick off like that for the rest of the game.
And the
Thank
Vikings
you.
are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
What a play.
Joseph connects on the
I
extra
love
point,
that play.
and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers.
There we go.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what
oh, no. Get on it. Oh, my gosh.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the ball back.
I should have gotten down. I got too greedy.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it?
Come on.
I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Oh, come on. Pick that off again.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick.
Come on.
Instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
What a hit.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull
Keep on throwing them balls. He just wants those crosses, but he doesn't know how to take care of it.
Staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, get that out of here.
Packers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is knocked away.
Pick that off.
In the middle of the field and incomplete.
He's putting them right there for you.
Nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position.
Yes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Okay.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to...
There we go. Touchdown.
Vikings.
2 for 2 on touchdowns.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns
with that play.
Here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
All right, we're gonna go for the onside.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
Oh.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Come on.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Rodgers now on first down.
There we go.
It's coming, and down he goes. Brian
Keep on getting them sacks, baby.
Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Throwing on second and long.
Oh, ball's out. Get it.
Go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Okay, here we go.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me, guys.
Four yards remain for second down.
Now Cousins. And complete right
Oh,
side.
get out there.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
We gotta take the points.
4th down, field goal try coming. So Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. Joseph's got it.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see
there we go.
Offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
There we go.
Brought down just shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do.
Come on. Okay, he quit. Okay, we gotta get out of this. Go back. Oh, that stinks.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
I feel like we just gotta look at Josh Jacobs and then Devontae Adams.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
There we go.
And that
Stack it
play
up.
going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Here we go.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up
Ready to
on
get some
a
pressure.
3rd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Okay.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and
What
keep the
do we
defense
got?
honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Good job,
Take
Smith.
this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Coming up so clutch.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Carr. Complete here to the right.
There we go. Good coverage.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They go play action. Cousins.
And that's caught inside the 30.
There we go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ooh, smack.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9,
Okay,
just a yard on that last run.
Jefferson here.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play fake. Cousins.
Oh, come on. Hit him. He's right there.
Nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fourth down, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. He will have the conversion and more.
There we go.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds.
They did not
right
see that
there.
one coming.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And
there we go.
This one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Let's go, guys. Hell yeah.
Ham taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Get them off balance. Keep them off balance.
They didn't punch it
That's all
in
we
for
need.
6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Now back to throw. And it's complete to Adams. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and
gosh, dang it. Of course we get burnt.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 89 yards. And the Raiders are once again back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
Oh my gosh, I gotta get him to the sideline. If I get him to the sideline, I freaking hit him for a big freaking play.
The Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Okay, come on.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And only
Good
able
pop.
to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it's Bolden. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Final play of the half, Cousins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Okay.
Now
We got to figure out some... Oh, you got to squeak through.
Just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half.
There we go.
Opposition knows how to focus on defending.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
64
How you do it?
yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're going to run. Here's Bolden. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Carr now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
They'll get it inside the 20, and they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Jacobs.
There we go.
Crease can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
We're going to see what happens
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Okay, here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. That his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will score. Touchdown, loss. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Bills are going to recover. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game.
All right, well, we're going to do this in silence, I guess, because I'm just zoned out.
You nailed it perfectly, and so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessfully.
On second and very short, Allen. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game,
okay, we're going to go to
start, guys. Let's get out of the game
here.
fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice
there we go. Bye-bye.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Here
we go.
For me, I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Cousins now.
Why does he always throw that pass short?
Man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum.
I've become a little bit pass happy. I can feel that.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown out. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are
there you go, Kirk. Make the tackle on that INT.
28-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win.
Come on.
But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Allen going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot.
There we go.
And they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. We're scoreless after 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open here, Adam Thielen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 42 yards. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of.
There we go. Lewis Seen, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
Oh, come on, Justin.
And take control of this game. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And he's got this to Jefferson. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he'll throw this
intentional grounding.
I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
His throw incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Forcing a little bit too much.
With a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They start the drive with Cook.
There we go,
And a
stuff
short
him.
gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's out right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And
there we go.
Get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. To the air again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Damn it.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings it. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Here we frickin' go. That's what I wanted.
2 catches,
Get
2
burnt.
touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
There we go. Get on it.
And the Bills are going to
Oh my gosh. Come on.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Singletary will take this off the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true.
Come on. I had him wide open.
One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to intercept it a 3rd time. Picked off
I should have known not to go back to that grade more than once.
They're going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure.
Okay, we might have a screen coming this way.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
Throw it.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team.
Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me?
The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
All right, maybe we milk the clock here.
Such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Why do I keep on falling for that stupid crap?
Touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Allen now looks to throw.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Here we go.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Allen. Flush to his right.
There we go.
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing is Allen. Oh, no, he lost
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't
Quit
think
if
next
you want,
week
buddy.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you
Boom.
got that small lead.
Yeah,
Lower
when
the
you look
boom.
at it
There
from
we go.
the
Okay, 82. 82.91.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings
you got the Bucks
and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing.
Now the Bucks
deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
What are we doing here?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
First carry for Rashad White. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield, here's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On the draw, this is Fournette.
Thank
you.
He
stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady, maybe a free play here.
Dang it, I'm offsides.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Second down, back to Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They will run it. It's Fournette, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Okay, we'll go back to our play. Here's what we're doing, y'all.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Come on, you got to hit that.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Okay, this guy's got Vita Vea.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to the first touchdown given up.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
I guess we'll take that smack.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
6-0 our score after 1.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here.
Second down at 5. It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And
damn
the
it.
Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't clear between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Brady now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On third down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And here on third down, as a receiver, you've got to remind yourself not just to get to the sticks, but to get past the sticks. Create a little bit of separation before you put on the brakes and come back to the football. And the ball was right on time. Nice execute.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it up. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady. And
pick that off.
Successfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The final shot before half for Brady.
There
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on ESPN. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Here's Cousins. Steps away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Cousins on first down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
On second down, Cook, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Mings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And complete right side to Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Cook going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Fournette once more on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Inside handoff now to Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now he'll throw with Brady. Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Brady going to throw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Back to throw, Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touch. He forces one there. It's a potential daggers. It's intercepted. Picked up by Schonberg. Bucks are going to